This is a clear picture we're going to show you of those flames shooting high off the ground, turning into that black smoke that could be seen earlier this afternoon around the area of State Route 240 in the Yakima River Delta. The fire started Sunday morning along State Route 240 near Bateman Island, then stretched toward the Yakima River Bridge. It was first contained at 20 acres and was expected to keep smoldering for a few days. Today, crews say it reignited. Now, South Local's Xander Adams is on scene for us. Xander, what are you seeing right now, and what can you tell us about the fire?
Ava, we're just off Columbia Park Trail, Ben Franklin Transit headquarters. Just to our left, we have just to the west of us Highway 240, about a quarter mile away. This is the latest activity on the fire, the only fire we see from this vantage point from the Yakima Delta fire. Just behind us, some little flames, but you can obviously still see all this smoke billowing up. As we speak, there is ash falling from the sky. In some cases, sticks that burn up this long falling from the sky all around us here. Now, of course, as the fire did just die down over here, we watched it march east across all this marshland. When we first got here around 3:30, we saw it burning up all of this right here as it moved this way towards us here. It was a huge blaze. We'll give you a look at that right now, how it looked when we got here at 3:30. We could feel the heat from across the pond here like it was a 90-degree day. Now, Richland Fire says state resources have been called in. We did see a helicopter fly over us. There's supposed to be another one coming in from Olympia. This is land owned by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, so Richland Fire has been working closely with them in terms of managing this. And of course, as this did start over the weekend, they weren't able to get into the marshland to put any water on it with the ground crew. It kind of burned out itself. And that's the approach they have to take now, with the exception of these helicopters. Now, when it comes to just letting it burn, I spoke with Chief Tom Huntington with Richland Fire Department. He tells me this let it burn approach, when it comes from their standpoint and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, well, there is a benefit to it.
Yeah, this is all Army Corps of Engineers property that we're dealing with here. And the value of this fire this time of year is that it's a kind of a slow burn through area that's really difficult to do fuel management in. And so we've been collaborating with them from the time that this started. And this will really actually provide a renewal for the habitat down here. And in the spring, in just another month or 6 weeks, this will all be green, and probably see lots of wildlife enjoying that.
Now, earlier today, there were reports that Bateman Island was burning. That is not the case. No fire has touched Bateman Island. That's something that Richland Fire has told us, and we can't see any smoke from over there. Now, of course, wildlife is a concern with this marshland, and I spoke with a couple earlier who said they saw a bald eagle circling over the marshland. They thought they must have had a nest there, and there's things like that. We just saw a raccoon swimming by. Now, Chief Huntington did tell me they haven't seen any direct impacts to wildlife. There is no highway closures as of now. RPD has asked to avoid bike paths in the area, and part of Columbia Park Trail has closed down as they manage this fire.